here with my November wrap-up and my December TBR. In the month of November, I only read 2 books, but I wouldn't say an excuse, but I have a reason for that. Part of that reason is because I made a gigantic Pokemon for a commission. It took me about 2.5 weeks to make, so I didn't have a lot of time to read during that period, so I only read 2 books. But I did read more in another book, so I didn't just read 2 books. I read 2 books and part of another book. The first book I read in November is Room by Emma Donoghue, and I'm going to put this down now. I gave it a 3.75 out of 5 stars. It's written in the point of view of a 5-year-old boy. Sorry, I'm still kind of sick, so my voice is going out. The story is written in the point of view of a 5-year-old boy. He's actually the narrator of the book. And it's a little weird because sometimes if it's something that he doesn't really know about, it's really hard to explain because it's written in his point of view and it's like his thoughts and him saying stuff. But sometimes it'll show things that are happening that either he couldn't know about or that it seems like it's not really a different point of view but like an outside narrator saying stuff because it's not something that he understands. And to me that was a little confusing because it's supposed to be written in his point of view, but there's things that he wouldn't understand that are still explained in the book. It's a little confusing for me, at least, on that account. But it was really intriguing, and it's about a subject that most people don't really think very much about. And the story itself was really cool. It was just a little hard to follow sometimes because, like I said, it was like things that he didn't know about, it would still like say it, but it wouldn't say it from like his point of view, even though the book is written in his point of view, and that's the only issue that I had with it. But the book itself was really good, and I really liked the story and the fact that when you get about halfway through the book, most stories that have this kind of a premise to it would stop there. And it doesn't. It continues on, which was really cool. And I'm not going to say anything because I don't want to do spoilers. I would recommend it. And if you can get past the thing with, like, it's from his point of view, but not everything is written as if he is the one that's hearing it, I guess, then I'd pick that up. The second full book that I read during November is The Invention of Hugo Cabret by Brian Selznick, and I gave this a 4.75 out of 5 stars. It's really close to being a 5 stars. It is a middle grade, so it's a little younger, and I did have one issue with a certain part of it because it was something that was just kind of glossed over, and I thought it was something that should have had a little more time in the book. But I don't want to say what that is because that would be a spoiler. This book follows a young boy who helps repair clocks at a train station, and he lives at the train station. I don't remember if anything else is in the synopsis or not. I really liked this. It was a lot of fun, and there are all these cool pictures in it. That's actually why I could read this big of a book, even though it's middle grade. It's so cool. And if I remember, yeah, under the cover is really cool too. With all the pictures and everything, this book was a really fast read, and it was a really fun read. And if you're interested in like clockworks and kind of like how things are made, it's based in the 30s. It was really fun. It has references to movies and some other things that are from that time period that we don't really have around now. And it has has a lot to do with like clockworks and gears and like how things work or making things work, which was really cool. I especially enjoyed the drawings because look at that. It's all pencil drawing. Look at face. No. Not gonna happen. So the book that I read some out of, which if you saw my November TBR or my October wrap-up, you might have seen this already because I've been reading this for a little while. And that is Night Film by Marisha Pessl. And it's going really well. I'm actually enjoying it a lot more than I was before. And I'm about halfway through. I'm on page like 314 out of 599 pages. So that's pretty cool. This is my first book on my TBR for December because I would really like to finish this before the end of the year because I'm halfway through it and I'd really like to finish it. The next book that I would like to read in December is The Diviners by Loba Bray. And this is the book for the Biblio Book Club, and December is the last month to read it. They go over 3 months, so it was October, November, December, but I've been reading Night Film since October, so I haven't picked this one up yet. The only problem is it is really big. 578 pages, so it's almost a 600-page book. It's pretty big, but since it is kind of like a mystery, I think after reading Night Film, this will be a good book to go into. Hopefully I won't get into a reading slump. Hopefully I'll actually have time to read in December because November I had like 2.5 weeks that I didn't really get to read much because of the big commission that I had, and I wish I had a picture that I could show you guys, or it, but I just gave it to the lady who commissioned it last night, and she was ecstatic about it, which was very nice. Whatever, I'm rambling. These are the books that I would like to read in December, and these are the books that I read in November. And that's all I have for this video, so I will see you next time.